Well, hello everybody. Hello, it's Matthew Street and welcome to my channel. Really appreciate you being here. Yes, I am back. And folks, as you can see, I'm about to do a pretty major review here. It's always something special when we can do a review on one of the Beatles or solo Beatles projects that's been coming out lately. And boy, in the last few years, they've been coming fast and furious and we just can't seem to keep up with them. And the latest one is the brand new EP release from Ringo Starr called Change the World. Folks, it is out, and yes, I know I'm a day late and $1 short. I realize that. Here it is, Monday, the, what is today? 27th or whatever it is? I don't even know. And this thing from Ringo came out on Friday, the 24th, and here I am doing my review. Well, folks, I waited. I mean, I could have come on and done some type of a review just listening to it on Spotify or something, but I said, you know, for once I want to have the actual product. I'm tired of making paper cutouts of albums and EPs I haven't received yet to do my reviews for you. I know the earlier the better. There probably won't be as many people watching this if I had done it on the day of release, like many people did. But I'm going to jump into the fray and do my little review of this new EP from Ringo because I just received it like within an hour. I just got it, okay? And here it is. Change the World on CD. Ringo Starr. There you go. Here's the back. You can see I peeled my little hype sticker off the shrink and I stuck it on the back of the CD case. Here's the inside, and you take the CD out, and it's Let's Change the World, Ringo. And yes, even though it's only a little 4-song EP, you still get a nice little booklet with it. Well, I don't know how nice it is, but here's the cover of the EP. There's the back, kind of plain. There's the inside, waste of space. How about some Ringo pictures? How about some more words or something, huh? Waste. And then you get lyrics and all that other good stuff in here. Credits, lyrics on the fold. Okay, so there it is. So I just got it. And I don't know what it is with me and luck on getting these things. I mean, you got people out there getting stuff a day early. I wish that could happen to me once. I just want to get it on the day of release, but I never seem to be able to. I try different outlets and different things, and I always seem to get the short end of the stick. But here I am, my review of Change the World from Ringo. And folks, let me just say this. Oh, I'm sorry. Folks, Ringo's starting to bore me. I'm starting to get bored with Ringo. Now, let me preface this by saying, I love Ringo. You know I love Ringo. Okay, I met the guy in 1992 with my son backstage on the Time Takes Time tour. He was the nicest guy on the planet to me. I know we hear these stories about grouchy Ringo, don't send me any more stuff Ringo, or I'm going to toss it and all this baloney. I get all that. But the day I met Ringo with my son, he couldn't have been nicer. He couldn't have been more accommodating. He was very thankful and gracious that we were there and had some gifts for him. He spent time with us, one-on-one time. And if you didn't see that video when my son and I met him almost 30 years ago, can you imagine? Come next June, I will put the link below and you can check it out. How's that? But anyway, so when Ringo releases greatness, or goodness even, doesn't have to be greatness all the time, but goodness. When he releases goodness or greatness, I say it, all right? I'm talking stuff like this. That's greatness. Greatness. Really goodness. Goodness. Really, really goodness grown on me over the years. Absolute classic greatness. Pretty greatness. 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 Just about greatness, goodness to greatness. Absolute classic greatness. And did I say that about this one? Absolute classic greatness. I said greatness, but absolute classic greatness. And this is absolute classic greatness. Right here. Okay? So you saw the three that I have absolute classic greatness. Those are my three favorite Ringo albums. Ringo, Time Takes Time, and What's My Name. I love those three albums. But as you can see from what I held up, that's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of Ringo. You know, I got a lot of Ringo here. A couple more I didn't even pick up here. So there's a lot of Ringo I love. I know there's a lot of people out there that do not care for Ringo's music career, and they'll tell you so, and they just don't care, and they don't even want to know. Well, shame on them, because they're losing out on a lot of great material and a lot of great music, and that's a shame. But anyway, in 2019, his maybe last full studio album is right here, and he went out on top with one of the greatest albums of his career, What's My Name, in my opinion. But then this year, in 2021, Ringo decided to change his game a little bit, and he was going to release EP-only releases, which some people are for it, some people are against it. I happen to be in the camp that is against it. I think it's kind of foolish and ridiculous because, to me, it only exposes more flaws in Ringo's releases when they're condensed more into 4 or 5 song EPs. You got to really have a lot of strong material on them to make them really stand out. Whereas if you put the 4 or 5 songs together and make a good 10-song album, there could be some clunkers on it, a couple of clunkers, but they won't stand out as much because they're blending in with the rest of the album. Like, hence this one, I don't like the song Money on here, but because it's blended into the rest of this great classic album, it can kind of hide a couple of sins here and there, you know what I mean? And it's still a classic A+ album in my book. But with these EPs, now I got to give Ringo credit. The first one he did this year, Zoom In, which is a 5-song EP, so you get that one extra track on it. This wasn't bad, okay? For the most part, I enjoy all 5 songs on this EP, and I consider them pretty darn good. So he lucked out, I think, with this one. He happened to have some good material. It worked, okay? Is it total extreme greatness? No, but it was passable, okay? Nothing like this, but it's okay. It's maybe like if he just did this and then comes back to another album, that's great, then you could forgive an EP. But I don't like this continuing EP concept because although this was okay, big misstep right here. This is a misstep. This is Ringo, to me, taking a big step backwards. All right? Big step backwards, in my opinion. And I love Ringo. I'm not here to criticize or make fun of the man. Love him. But I don't like this, folks. I really do not care for it. It's getting kind of tired. It's getting... and like I said, I'll tell you when he's got greatness or goodness, like I just showed you. But when he has not so greatness and not so goodness, I got to be honest and just put it out there. This is pedestrian. It's kind of boring. It's kind of getting to be old hat where, okay, I got to have the one slogan song on here, the one peace and love, harmony in the world thing. Get that on there. Oh, hey, we need a reggae Ringo. We need some reggae Ringo. Oh, you need reggae Ringo? Okay, for the slogan song, we're going to have change the world. Let's change the world. But for the reggae song, oh, okay, we're going to do just that way then. We'll put that one on there. Yeah, me and Bruce Sugar will write a good reggae song. Okay, Ringo, you've done the reggae. Okay, what was the... we had Island in the Sun on Postcards from Paradise recently, in recent times, I'm saying. We've had King of the Kingdom in 2017 on Give More Love. In 2021, we had Waiting for the Tide to Turn, or whatever that was, on the Zoom In. Okay, we had that there, and we had on the... there wasn't a reggae one on here, so I'll give him credit there. I don't believe there was reggae on that one. Okay, but now we got another reggae song. So to me, it's just getting tired, and frankly, I don't think it's that great of a reggae song. I really enjoyed King of the Kingdom. I thought that was pretty good. I liked Waiting for the Tide to Turn on the Zoom EP here. I thought that was pretty good, but okay, enough's enough, and this one just doesn't float my boat. Sorry. It's okay, but it's not offensive. There's nothing on here that's offensive, folks, or going to make you want to throw up. Well, maybe not. It's up to you. But not me, anyway. I'm not going to barf over this thing. It's pleasant enough, but I'm sorry. It's just... oh, okay, we need a country Ringo. Oh, let's go. Coming Undone. Put Coming Undone on here. yeah, now we got a little country, we got a little reggae, we got our sloganeering song, peace and love, and all that good stuff. We're all set. And what are we going to finish it up with? Oh, let's take some old rock and roll classic. No, not Blue Suede Shoes, not Hound Dog. Nah. That'll be the day. No, that won't do. Let's go way back to one of the first rock and roll songs. Rocket 88? No, not Rocket 88. Rock Around the Clock. Let's take the old Bill Haley and the Comets, the song that was the theme of Happy Days for a year or two. Let's put that on here. And then we go. We got our EP. It comes across to me as lazy and just thrown together. Cookie cutter reggae, cookie cutter country song, cookie cutter peace and love sloganeering song, cookie cutter, let's throw a rock and roll rocker on here and everybody will be happy. Good old Ringo. And it just doesn't work for me, folks. It just doesn't work. It's tired and it's the same old. And okay, let me go through a couple of songs a little bit. Let's Change the World. Joe Williams and Steve Lukather wrote it. The lyrics are kind of lame. Again, I go back to that term sloganeering, peace and love. No one wants peace and love in the world more than I do, folks, okay? It's just getting a little tired. Sorry. Just That Way, Starkey and Bruce Sugar. Limp reggae. That's the thing that came to my head. Limp reggae. Lame lyrics, too. Sorry. Coming Undone. Linda Perry wrote this one. The best part of this for me is the trombone is kind of cool. That Troy Andrews, also known as Trombone Shorty, plays the trombone in it. And, it's kind of a country-ish song, but I like the idea that they added trombone to a country-ish song. So Coming Undone's okay. It's probably my, if I have to have a favorite, because I really don't, but I'll say Coming Undone's my favorite, okay? But I could take it or leave it, but the trombone's kind of cool. And then last but not least, you get Rock Around Clock, the Friedman Myers classic. And on this one, you got a couple of named people. You got Nathan East on bass, Joe Walsh is on here. But to me, it's a waste of time, folks. Now, if he took that Rock Around the Clock song and added 9 more rock and roll classics and made himself a little rock and roll album like Paul did and like John did, then I might appreciate it more. So Ringo, put out a rock and roll album. Or Ringo, put out a country album. But I'm tired of the format with Ringo, these last 2 EPs. The brilliance and genius of this, which was not formula to me, was not boring. This was groundbreaking and great to me. Ringo really hit it out of the park. And then these last 2 have been kind of, this was okay, but this is taking another step back, and it just limp and boring. The one thing I will say for this is the background vocals on here, they sound similar. The women singing sounds similar to the female background vocals on the Zoom In EP. And I thought the background vocalists, the females on here, were stellar, were outstanding. And there seems to be a little of that on here too. I think they're on here as well. I haven't cross-checked the names yet to see if it's the same grouping. But regardless, the women singing background on here add a nice touch to this. I like the background vocals, and I think those are very good. So that's it, folks. Let me get out of here. It's been 13 and a half minutes. Step back for Ringo. This is so a step back for me that I am not even going to purchase the cassette like I did for this one. I bought the cassette and the special limited edition red vinyl. I will not be getting the vinyl or the cassette for this. I have a copy of it. I'm happy with it. I'm done with it. That's it. Peace and love, baby. I'm sorry, Ringo. Peace and love. Don't send me any more EPs. If you send any more EPs after 2021, Ringo, they're going to be tossed. I will do some tossing, Ringo. Don't send any more EPs like this, Ringo, or it'll be tossed. All right, folks. I'm being a little bit crazy. I know. I'm sorry. Love you all. Not recommended. Bye-bye.